She bought me these shoes and clothes and stuff. She pulls up to my crib anyway. I ended up finding out that a nigga that cracked her calls her phone because he found out that she lost her car and wanted to make sure she was okay. I ended up finding out that a nigga that cracked her.
He said what? And today we are reacting to the most toxic relationship in streaming. Video by Omizi. Before we get into the video, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps the channel grow. And I just want to say something real quick. Keep your relationships off the internet. This video is not about Tbanks. This video is not about anybody in particular, although we are reacting to his drama, right? This is just to give you guys an idea of what it's like when, one, you cuff the wrong person because the red flags were there to begin with, and two, putting your business out there. Because once you put your business out there, your business becomes our business. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video.
This that's funny is if I go on my page, on my Instagram, because everybody talking about W method. It's W method until I drop the receipts of text messages that y'all would be blown.
Oh,
T-Bank Epstein files?
Everything, bro. Like,
the Banks
that's
files?
like, y'all don't, I'm not the, that signed the NDA.
Oh, now she got the Banks
scared
files.
about it. That period of me.
Ooh.
Y'all are wondering what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about tomorrow.
We go to a restaurant after I land back in LA. I see a hickey on her neck. I asked her where the she get that hickey from because I have not seen you in a week. She sat right there, played dumb, and said, "Oh no, I don't know what the about on her phone." Didn't want to look at me. She finally breaks and tells me that she's seen a whole nother guy. They went out for a date. They ate food. She got kissed on while I was telling her on the phone how much I wanted her to be my girlfriend.
Now this relationship drama is the type that I can get into. Yo, it's T, when you see them two fingers touching. Now I know what you guys are probably thinking. Omar, didn't you say the last time we covered relationship drama that it's nobody's business? We don't have a right to say anything. We don't need to make commentary and videos about it. Yeah, that was based off speculation. That was when we didn't know anything and people were being parasocial FC. But if people give us the information, I gotta package it up and report it. If you're new to this channel, please make sure you hit that.
And don't forget, he is a commentary channel, so it makes sense.
Now, back into the video. Content creator Tbanks, or TV Banks as a lot of people know him, was recently in a relationship with Zach LaVine. Yes, NBA All-Star Zach LaVine's sister Cameron. And a lot of people had criticisms.
Niggas look too much alike, bro. It's actually kind of scary.
About their relationship beforehand. Whether TV Banks goes about making content surrounding relationships has always been a question. We'll get into that a little bit later into the video. But I say this to say it's surely gonna rock the airwaves when a girlfriend of his comes to the internet and says that she's gonna speak it all. She's gonna tell all the allegations, send all the pictures, send all the messages because she didn't sign an NDA like his last girlfriend. This all started because there was speculation, rumors, and maybe some words from him, T-Banks, saying that he would go on a 20v1 dating show for Valentine's Day. Now, the content creation world, this should be all fair game, but it seemed like this was real. So real that Cameron Levine, his girlfriend at the time, had to address it.
Is possibly going on a 20v1 tomorrow. I don't really care to expose anybody. I'm going to be so real. No, like, I'm being dead ass. And there's like, I don't know how to explain it. There's more to the story and shit. Yeah, like, no, I'm actually exposing this segment. I'm pretty sure he is, which is fine. But there's a lot of shit that that y'all just would be like, damn, that poor ass girl. Not saying it's really poor me, because I'm not gonna lie, I have my own faults, and I can't come on here and show y'all everything that I need to show. And if I'm going to,
you shouldn't be showing anything or mentioning anything, period. And that's
to lay down shit straight and stand on shit, I gotta be able to show shit, bro, because y'all ain't gonna believe me. But when I pull up threads and y'all see y'all favorite creator or that person that y'all looked up to so highly, and y'all see someone for who they really are with other people, that changes the light and how you view that person.
Now, every time I hear these relationship content creator internet dramas and stories, I sit back and I reflect a little bit. The weirdest dynamic in this one is the weaponization of audience. Now, it seems that T-Banks and Cameron have a lot of internal issues that should remain within the relationship for what it's worth. But for some reason, the way to broach this is by bringing this to a community and trying to play on the heartstrings of an audience. Particularly in the fact that it is left so vague in the beginning as to what was done and what wasn't done. We live in a world where people are more pessimistic than optimistic. So when you leave those things for interpretation, people are already gonna jump the gun and say, hey, this person placed hands on me, this person did this type of stuff to me sexually, this person cheated on me, this person did all these different things. And the reason why they know that they can get that off is because they know that this person is a public figure. It's almost like you have—
I mean, look at the Ty Lil situation. You know what I mean? And that's just a little minor example. Excuse me, I'm eating good food right now. But just be careful who you mess around with. Use discernment. That's a big thing, bro. Discernment will get you so far, but a lot of people don't see it that way. Let me preach for a moment. I can't preach because I have to hold on. Discernment will get you so far because a lot of people, what they fail to realize is like the types of person can either make or break your career. Especially you choose the wrong type of person. Someone who's very performative, someone who tries to tell you the good things just to extract what they want to get from you. And then when you don't do the things that they want you to do, they're going to tarnish your name in some way, shape, or form. And because they regret that decision, they're going to take your fan base, I'm talking to you, whoever is watching that's a content creator, and turn them against you. Be careful. Get someone who's low key. Back to the video.
Game, but it seemed like this was real. So real that Cameron Levine, his girlfriend at the time, had to address it.
Is possibly going on a 20v1 tomorrow. I don't really care to expose anybody. I'm going to be so real. No, like I'm being dead ass. And there's like, I don't know how to explain it. There's more to the story and shit.
Let me skip ahead a little bit.
A creator or that.
Can I reflect a little bit? The weirdest dynamic in this one is the weaponization of audience. Now, it seems that Tbanks and Cameron have a lot of internal issues that should remain within the relationship for what it's worth. But for some reason, the way to broach this is by bringing this to a community and trying to play on the heartstrings of an audience. Particularly in the fact that it is left so vague in the beginning as to what was done and what wasn't done. We live in a world where people are more pessimistic than optimistic. So when you leave those things for interpretation, people are already going to jump the gun and say, hey, this person placed hands on me, this person did this type of stuff to me sexually, this person cheated on me, this person did all these different things. And the reason why they know that they can get that off is because they know that this person is a public figure. It's almost like you have to be first in this game in order to win, and you shouldn't be trying to win in a relationship, whether it's going into one or breaking up out of one. And Tbanks understands that. He understands.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that too, because relationships, at the end of the day, it's a partnership. You're coming to serve that person, vice versa, the person's coming to serve you. It's not what can this person do for me? Because nowadays people are selfish. I know this from both sides, but just from my anecdotal experiences, I notice this coming from girls. Of course, guys do this too, where they claim they want the conservative, traditional, feminine woman, but yet they're not masculine in frame. They're overly emotional. They pander way too much. They have low emotional regulation. And then vice versa with the girls. They say they want an emotionally intelligent guy, but yet they're not emotionally intelligent themselves. Or they say they want a guy to be dominant and lead, but yet they won't listen when it's time for that guy to be dominant and lead, especially when it comes to them giving them good advice or decisions on certain things. Now they're controlling, now they're X, Y, and Z. It's like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Tbanks knows this as well.
Understands that people on the internet are ready to jump to conclusions and, more importantly, jump down people's throats about where they stand and what they've done and which side they're on. And even though there is validity to that, because you don't want to be supporting somebody who could potentially be, abusive or harmful, it also can be harmful the way that people weaponize others' communities and spread out these little lies to people who are very influential. So he tries to jump the gun and set the standards straight about all these things in his response to his ex-girlfriend.
This shit is all over Twitter. This shit is all over TikTok. And this person only went on live to fucking hurt my career. There's nothing for her to gain by telling her.
You could tell Tbanks is serious when you don't see him in 2x speed. That's how you know shit's real.
Side of the story. You don't do YouTube. You don't stream. Your family's already fucking taken care of. There's no reason for you to go on live and sit right there and say I'm gonna expose him other than to fucking hurt me. This is not the only time she's threatening to go on the fuck. I have a video of her saying
Nothing hurts more than a woman's scorn or spite or some shit like that. You'll see it right here. It's like a saying.
She's gonna go on the internet to expose me. Expose what? A story between us? No matter if I fucking cheated or you cheated, no matter what happened. These niggas don't need to fucking know. This is between us. This is private. She knows about fear of bucks. She knows about these people posting me saying I don't give a fuck. She knows this shit's gonna come back on me. If I fall off tomorrow, if I get allegations on my name, she's still taken care of. Y'all have y'all life to go on. My life is fucked up. I lose my car. I lose my dog. I lose my apartment. I lose my brand deals.
I don't know what you would have to do to lose your dog, bro. That was perfect. I don't know what you have to do to lose your dog, but I get what you're saying though. And again, that's why vetting the type of girl you deal with is so important. I know dating expert, but this is just pattern recognition. You know what I mean? Who they show you in the beginning is who they're gonna show you at the end of the relationship. Of course, people change, right? Well, patterns I'll be honest, rarely do people ever change their patterns from previous relationships. A lot of people don't heal. Vice versa with this Cameron Levine girl and him. Right after things ended with him and Cynthia, guess who he was with? Cameron Levine. And according to like what Max was saying, Black Boy Max was saying, it was just supposed to be like a two-man, allegedly.
And I blame Black Boy Max, because nigga, you the one that introduced me to her. He the one that said pull up and play Sky Zone. I would have never been in this situation. I'd be wrong if I dropped the 5.
Nigga, it's your horny ass fault. Fuck you mean, nigga? Tbanks, you didn't have to do nothing, nigga. You didn't have to do nothing. All you had to do was do the content. Did I end up marrying Jada Newman? No. Nigga, who told this nigga to marry Zach Levine's sister? No.
It was good. And that two-man turned into this guy and this girl getting together, and look where it is now.
Back to being fucked up in life, and what the fuck did she lose from the situation? Not anything.
Wait. Did I hear that right?
Y'all have y'all life to go on. My life is fucked up. I lose my car. I lose my dog.
Why would you lose your dog? And
That's what I'm
so
saying.
far is absolutely correct. I don't think his infidelity is something for internet conversation. Now, if this was something that was done in open and public, then maybe we can have conversations with it. Like if somebody caught him in the club kissing somebody, or
Right.
if, you know, he was out with somebody on the town that wasn't his girlfriend and all that stuff was caught. That's a different conversation. But saying that he cheated in the past tense and then we're here to this day and now you're coming back weeks, months later, or whatever the case may be, and attempting to expose him doesn't really do any sort of purpose. And it makes sense just to keep it all offline. But where I start to disagree with him is how he then proceeds to handle his business and his relationship post her claiming that she was going to expose him. It seems as though there is a conversation about things that they both did in the relationship, fine and dandy. But just as you are asking her to not expose that stuff, why would you then come to the internet and expose what she did?
We go to a restaurant.
And that's the thing too. And this is no harp to Tbanks. I love the man's content. But and some of my friends have met him in person. They say he's pretty cool. But it's like that tip for tap shit, like, oh, I'm gonna get my revenge on you because you said X, Y, and Z, or you did X, Y. It doesn't lead anywhere. Now I know sometimes being the bigger person is considered to be like wimpy, or niggas on the internet will call you like a pussy if you don't, get back at someone for doing X, Y, and Z to you. But at times like this is where it's not necessary. Especially if it's a girl. You literally allowed her to rage bait him. And now he looks just as bad as her.
I see a hickey on her neck. I asked her, where the fuck did she get that hickey from? Because I have not seen you in a week. She sat right there, played dumb, and said, oh no, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about on her phone. Didn't want to look at me. She finally breaks and tells me that she's seen a whole nother guy. They went out for a date. They ate food. She got kissed on while I was telling her on the phone how much I wanted her to be my girlfriend. It gets worse. During the previous 2 weeks, I ended up finding out she was texting her ex back and forth while laying in my bed, while sleeping over, while we would be out on dates. Her ex was texting her phone, and she was texting her ex back and forth. At this point, I had my ex blocked on all platforms. She would sleep over. She would wake up. First thing to do, she would see if her ex texted her. She would text him back paragraphs. She was texting her ex at my house. I unblocked my ex because she told me that she wanted to apologize. I only unblocked her after I seen she was communicating with her ex, so I said there's no reason to leave mine blocked if you won't block this man. I'm not gonna do anything that—
See, that's, again, the tip for tap shit. Because had she not texted her ex, he wouldn't even have that idea in his mind. Like, bro, you yourself, you should be your own person to be able to make that decision. Be like, okay, regardless if she's texting her ex or not, this should not dictate whether or not I unblock my ex and keep communication with them. That's toxic. That's toxic. Maybe these niggas are meant for each other. I don't even know.
So what happened was, the same week that she met this guy and got kissed on, she went and had a conversation with her ex at a restaurant down the same fucking street. She went and seen her ex, had a conversation with him, then she sees this guy. Then when I found out everything, I came home, I let her know I—
Hey, kitty.
Hi, honey. I'm on my way.
You're on your way?
I'm leaving my
Oh,
mom.
okay. I'm in the middle of recording. Let me know when you're outside.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. All right. Whoa. What happened to the audio?
Now everything, I came home, I let her know I want you to come over, I want to speak to you. She went to the mall, she bought me their shoes and clothes and stuff. She pulls up to my crib anyway. I ended up finding out that a nigga that cracked her calls her phone because he found out that she lost her car and wanted to make sure she was okay.
He said what? Did I hear him correct? Hold on. Hold on.
The nigga that clapped her calls her phone because he found out that she lost her car and wanted to make sure she was okay. Okay, all in the same day. She said, "Well, nigga, I was."
I love using that soundboard. That's crazy though.
You do something for me on Valentine's Day. I'm expecting flowers, or if you didn't do anything or take me out or give me roses, you were cut. Mind you, ever since we broke up, she's been constantly posting her body. She has went outside, and the day she got in a car accident, she was gonna go outside to be in other niggas' sections. I would rather eat this fucking table than send you motherfucking flowers. Give me a motherfucking butter knife and a fork. So she went on there and was like, yeah, he was gonna go on a 20v1 for Valentine's Day. But during the whole 2 weeks, that same night, she was going to a club. Whether or not she was gonna be on niggas or not, she was going to a club, going to a section where there's men around.
Where you meet someone is also very important. If you're meeting people at like frats, clubs, just anywhere where degeneracy and cheating is likely to happen, just on the balance of probabilities, they're probably not a good quality partner. And you just from being in that proximity with them, excuse me, wouldn't make you a good partner for someone who was of higher quality. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying.
All fair game.
No.
It seemed like this was real.
Like, give me a compliment and then snatch it away. For example, she was like,
Dating her.
the first red flag.
Us a campaign. We didn't need to know that you had all this stuff happen to you in state. And I sat here and I really tried to figure out what you had.
My titty, my cleavage, and I'm going out to clubs and shit. Y'all would have did the thing for the girl? Am I tripping? Or am I valid for doing the 20v1? It's my career. I can do what I want.
Now, for the life of me, I can't understand why we feel like we have to come to the internet with these different things and expose this, because it doesn't make anybody look good in any way, shape, form, or fashion. One, it makes Cameron look bad. I guess if you have this concept about like cheating being bad, you have that in your morality clause. I think it's bad, but some people don't, so it is what it is. But two, it makes Tbanks look bad.
Let's not play the whole devil's advocate, bro. I won't even say devil's advocate. Cheating is bad all around. If you cheat, that makes you not a bad person, but a bad person to date. It's just cheating is wrong. You shouldn't cheat.
Know that you had all this stuff happen to you in state. And I sat here and I really tried to figure out why Tbanks would want us to know any of this sort of stuff. But it's because he is trying to play these community/audience games. He's trying to give us a campaign as to why he is right, why she is wrong, why he is the winner in this situation, why he's not a bad guy, etc., etc. At one point, he even makes a video where he talks about her red flags, which is weird because I'm not planning on dating her.
The first red flag I noticed from this girl, and I'm not gonna lie, Cameron has a massive ego from how her life played out. Y'all seen it on TikTok.
See, that's another thing too. We don't need to know all that. Again, this video is not about Tbanks, but it's just look at his example of what not to do as far as like going public with your internet relationships. You feel me? Like, you guys can see my girl just called me, but you guys will never see her on. I won't say never. You'll probably see her here and there when we react to some shit. But like, besides that, our relationship is completely off the internet. Especially when I start blowing up, that shit still staying off. I'm the social media guy within this dynamic. She's not. So, there you go.
She would do things that was constantly from this girl, and I'm not gonna lie, Cameron has a massive ego from how her life played out. Y'all seen it on TikTok that she claims she can pull any nigga that she wants. She would do things that was constantly disrespectful, and she
That's not a flex, by the way.
Give me a compliment and then snatch it away. For example, she'd be like, "Oh, I know you got a big knee, but it's not that big though. I've seen way bigger."
That's like me saying, "Oh, I can drink water whenever I want." Well, my water just finished, but you get my point.
Tall, but you're not that tall, you're short. She would do this constantly, off-screen, backhanded compliments. She'd be like, "You got a big knee, but I've seen some shit." You're like, you got a big knee, but I've seen some crazy shit before. One of my friends had a 9 incher. She took a 9, okay? And I would ask her, why can't you just give me a compliment? She would give me a compliment and snatch it. Compliment, snatch it, compliment, snatch it.
Hot, cold, hot, cold.
6 inches. I don't know why we need this. There's 2 reasons why Tbanks would be campaigning to his audience, and one of them surprisingly involves Kai Cenat. First and foremost, Tbanks does have what people would consider a toxic relationship history. I kind of referenced it at the beginning of this video.
Because, bro, it is. Man, it is. That's just toxic.
But he's always kept his relationships online. And through that online relationship with his ex or his exes, he's built up this identity as somebody who is a toxic boyfriend.
Okay, how are you with me? That's a good question.
True.
Guaranteed food and that every time. I'm taking guaranteed contact every time. I ain't gonna go to payday. It's guaranteed. Hold on. Show me your glasses. Where the arm do you think? Back up. Hey, it's guaranteed.
You see? Yeah. You can't be clowning a girl like that on the internet, making her. That's a humiliation ritual. Look at Max hyping it.
Okay, well, wait, there's nothing wrong with one of that. Exactly, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I swear my car already else, so shit. Hold on, wait, would you describe my friend over here, Tbanks, would you describe him as a trick? Like, does he tricking for me? Yeah. No. Okay. Alright, look. I mean, that's okay, bro, but I'm not a trick, though. Okay. If it's your girl, you gonna take care of it. I ain't never did no other nails. Name one bitch that say they got nails on him. Name one bitch they got a flight ticket or anything. You ain't even got a flight ticket. You ain't got a passport, so you ain't know where I am.
What?
Hold on. See, he just do that, and we don't need to. Yeah, my fault. That's a problem, though.
Embarrassing your girlfriend, joke or not, is something that's going to get you a long talking to in the car on the way home. That reference about the NDA in the beginning of the video, this is the same ex-girlfriend that he made sign that. And what I would probably highlight is a manipulative tactic, not the act of signing an NDA before you get into a relationship, but how he went about doing it. I think part of the reason why is to cover up some of the off-camera stuff that may be going down in the relationship later on.
I signed it to be with him because he threatened me that he was going to break up with me if I didn't sign the NDA, and I wanted to be with my man.
That's not right. I don't think that's right.
Because he's scared about the real stuff that really happened in our relationship.
Hold on, guys.
Y'all don't.
My girl's here. I'll be right back.
Y'all are protecting this man that really embarrassed me and made me look bad anytime he got.
Yeah, that's true.
Anytime he fucking got show proof, he has the NDA. It's not that. Ask him about it. Ask him about the NDA.
And we don't need the NDA. Look, I'm not here to really speculate because these are heavy allegations that people are attempting to lay onto him. And for what it's worth, we just don't have the evidence. Whether it be the NDA that's stopping us from getting it or just the lack of people speaking it, I think that's fine and dandy. But because he is campaigning to the court of public opinion, there's a ton of videos out there on Tbanks as to how he deals with the women that he's in relationships with. You decide.
I mean, you didn't even block me that day. Because you chased me up the stairwell and you wouldn't let me leave. He picked me up and grabbed me and said, we're going to talk about this. That's what a real nigga does. And then I finally got away from him. I ran down the street and he found me. Jesus. That's what a real nigga does. Now let somebody tell me that I tried to leave and you barricaded your door.
I'll give you more context afterwards.
Where tables and back. Saying, what about the time I tried to leave and you grabbed my backpack and my keys and my phone? Said, yep. Nope. What about that time? What about that time I was trying to leave and you slammed the glass full of sugar? On the ground because you kept trolling me. Because as we're walking back to my fucking crib, he gonna say, yep, I can't wait to leave this shit. And I told him, I was already crying, I was already stressed out, and I got overstimulated. I was like, bro, I'm dead ass about to throw the sugar. Like, have you ever barricaded me in your crib? I stood in front of the door, yes, 100%. When I tried to leave, have you ever tried to grab me and pick me up? Or not pick me up, but grab me, so I wouldn't leave. Because you picked me up. Because I won't move out of the door. So you literally physically grab me and pick me up and try to put me on the bed and then run out. That's his method.
I should have stayed by us. I know, I heard you the first time. You know, you keep saying that to break, baby.
I'm talking.
You said it the first time underneath your breath. I didn't hear you, so you tried to make me. I heard you the first time.
I'm not talking about in general.
No, you whispered it.
I'm talking about today.
Then when I didn't say anything, you did, and you said it again to get a response. I heard you the first time. It's good.
Trying to do a response.
You did. That you are. Because you said it twice. First you whispered it.
Here you go.
I didn't say nothing. You're like, I should stay home.
Nigga,
I heard you. You're good. It's
no,
wow.
why are you, nigga? It's not a competition. I mean, I'm tired. I don't want to be. Come on, bro. That's just funny.
Turn the music down. I'm not trying to cover it.
Now they clip my ass and they say I look chopped. I see it clipping me on the internet like.
You're telling them what to clip now.
No.
That's like me saying, yo, chat, I'm about to say a slur, clip it and get me canceled.
Sleep.
So you're talking, so I have to put the camera on you so you can
I
talk
don't
to
need
it.
to. No, I'm not. I told you. Tomorrow, keep doing that shit. After I just said don't do it.
You never win. These niggas say I'm happy to work with for the whole time. Holy dick. It's always like, you wanna know why it don't really bother me though? It's because we went to Hawaii and we had 4 days straight or 3 days straight of like actual love, couple shit. Not a single person said, oh my god, Tbanks, I want a relationship just like them, bro. They actually do anything. He took his girl to Hawaii, you didn't see nothing good.
Now, the other reason why he would be campaigning is based off of what just happened with Kai Cenat and Gigi. Recently, Kai Cenat took to the internet to apologize to Gigi for his lack of action, communication, or standing up for her in defense of everything that was going on surrounding their breakup. Kai says, I just want to say this from my heart. It can be confusing to see news about me and the people around me that isn't true. I've been sharing my life online for a long time now and know that once you share aspects of your life with the world, it can be hard to keep things private. There have been rumors.
This is why you don't share the most intimate parts of your life with people on the internet. This is why I keep telling people, like, once you, and you let me know if you agree with this too, because I always tell people, especially in like these like TikTok videos, like if you put your relationship out on the internet, your business becomes everybody else's business, and you can't complain later on about it that, oh, why are they saying this and that about, or having an opinion about X, Y, and Z person. Like, what do you think? I won't show you, but
no, I agree.
You agree?
Once you put your business out there, it becomes everyone's business. You're giving people the opportunity to opinionate on your relationship. So, yeah, I agree.
That was well said. High five. Good job.
Speculations and comments made about my previous relationships and my friends. I want to apologize for not addressing things sooner, but I needed to take a step back from social media and process everything. People react to things in different ways. It is an emotional time and should have been handled privately. If there's ever something important, something real for me to address or say, you will hear it directly from me. You'll always hear it from me. Don't let all the noise distract you from that. I wish the best to Gabriella and ask to please respect both sides. The reason why he did this is because a lot of people, including those who watched my stream covering these things and they came up and commentated, asked for this. Why? Simply because the internet is a vicious place to these people who put their life all out there for them to, comment on. And it's crazy because they ask for all these things, the online community. But then as soon as they get it, they use it and they weaponize that.
People are invested in other people's lives.
Yeah, people literally sit there and watch like 16-hour streams out of their day. I only see the clips on TikTok, but imagine sitting there and actually like watching someone's life. Stream. And most of the time they're just doing regular stuff like how will you be doing, like eating, talking, watching TV, sleeping. But then you got some people who will like get that one viral clip or like clip farm.
Yeah, clip farm. I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
I think it's similarly. And it's just that one moment out of like how many hours, like 16 hours.
Yeah.
And they'll give money to these guys, which do whatever you want with your money, but it's like that's kind of crazy. But it's at the same time, look at the type of audience you're attracting. These guys are very parasocial. They don't have really much going on outside of their lives. And they feel as though once they watch you enough that they can put their 2 cents into something. It's like someone who thinks that their favorite celebrity is their best friend.
Yep.
It's weird. It's strange.
Very strange time.
Against the creators that they asked for this life from. And some people, like Cameron in this situation, know these things. They know that their audience can weaponize words against them. That's why they leave things vague. That's why they address these different things. That's why Tbanks even went to the internet to say these different things and kind of put the cart in front of the horse. Do I think it was the most mature way? Absolutely not. Do I understand why he did it? Of course. Things that happened to GG in the past couple of months with all the stories about the NBA young boys and everything like that was absolutely insane. And trust me, that was just the surface level. So in order to jump in front of any of that, Tbanks did what any other young commentator, streamer, content creator, influencer would do. He sat down in front of his camera, hit start streaming, and just started talking. He started to talk in defense, and then it turned into offense. But to be quite honest with you, I don't think that it was the way to go about doing it. And I'll always remain that to be the fact, but it's the nature of the beast, I can't lie. Now, ultimately, Tbanks does acknowledge how the troll clips can come off and went on to apologize for all the damage that is done not only to his significant others but to his own PR for having that be the way he treats his significant others on camera.
I watched some of the clips of me and Cynthia, I be like, damn, nigga, you was going too hard, my nigga. Sure, it was funny in the moment, but like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, you playing too much, my nigga. Some of this shit my nigga seem like playing, like some nigga might seem like you actually hate this person. Like, I'm doing way too much. And sometimes I look, I'm like, yo, cuz, I'm wild, cuz. And I even apologized to her about that. I even said, you know what, some of those clips, some of the things I was doing was fucked up. So I even apologized to my ex. Like, nigga, I wasn't even going through nothing. It wasn't like, I thought it was funny, but looking back, nigga, that shit was not funny at all. Now, some of the shit we go back and forth, sure, but for the most part, like, nigga, that shit was, at that point, making you seem like you put someone on a platform just to embarrass me.
That's how you blew up for talking at 2x speed and having like Minecraft gameplay. That's Talking
I
about
didn't realize it, and I ended up doing it again, and now I'm just learning from it, being a better person, just taking accountability, and there's still gonna be people mad at that I take accountability for it. Like, there's gonna be niggas in comments that still say things like, well, you could've did it anyway, I just still don't fucking like you anyways, you think you just talking about money. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna take full accountability. I'm not doing it to win those niggas' sides back. I don't give a fuck if you make a documentary on your cricket job. I'm not doing it to win those niggas back. I'm doing it because it's a grown man, so I'm supposed to do.
I think that's a great acknowledgement. Everything isn't content, contrary to popular belief, especially when we get into the conversations about these deeply intimate and personal
relationships. He made a face.
But he was doing it for the camera.
Who, Tbanks?
Yeah. My thing is, you really show who you are in front of that camera. Because you have all these streamers watching you, and you're still coming out your mouth to your girlfriend or not being the leader as a man. You know what I mean? Why are you... I don't know. There's a form of correcting people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Having a good constructive conversation versus like what he did. And I understand you get upset yourself and then you start trolling, but I don't know. I just feel like taking accountability after the fact and still continuing to do the same thing is just a pattern.
Oh no, that's after the fact. That's when you apologize. This is recent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying, though. If that were to be the case, that would be crazy. But from what I know...
because to me, it just seems like he's been doing this consistently, even with his ex, and you not noticing the pattern then, and seeing all your videos.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Versus, like, now you want to take accountability for your stuff. And I get turning over a new leaf and wanting to change and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you do isn't for content. These things do have actual consequences and repercussions. And I do like the fact that Tbanks is acknowledging these things in real time, and is, you know, also acknowledging that he's learning and growing from these things.
He's only a few years older than me too, which not to make his age as an excuse. My friend actually met him in person. He seems like a pretty cool person, pretty cool guy. In real life.
Really can do. Make mistakes, and we try to be better the next time. Now, I will say that I know everybody's waiting for the keep relationships off the internet moment, but last time I covered relationships, I told you guys that I do not think that that is the end-all be-all answer. Relationships can be on the internet. They can thrive on the internet. They can grow. They can be healthy. Every example that we see, though, is laced in toxicity. And at every step of the way, it seems as though there was toxicity in the...
I think it can work to some extent, but it really just depends on the couple's dynamic, but also them having their own thing going on. But if it's more so like couple channel, we see it I've seen it time and time again where it just doesn't work out, because once you put your relationship out there, everybody, like that guy and girl that you showed me on Instagram,
Christian does.
Yeah,
the Scots.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying it can't work, but just on the bounce of probabilities,
but they have also been together since they were 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They've been together for a long time, since they were kids, you know?
True, but once you mix it in with the internet, then they have a say-so in, like, what they do or how they communicate. And sometimes you gotta have to...
I did notice, like, going through, like, some of the videos, you see, like, old comments of people, like, commenting, oh, he doesn't seem comfortable with that, or it seems like she just runs over him, and stuff like that. Like, I know the comments do be getting to them as well as individuals.
Mm-hmm. And that's a give or take. That's like a give or take with the internet. It's like, once you put your relationship out there, it's not just your relationship. It becomes everybody else's.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. People invest into other people's lives.
Maybe it wasn't like that before the whole internet stuff, but you know how some people have to exaggerate their personalities and all that other stuff, and some people don't even know how to turn it off when it comes to the whole content stuff. They think everything is content. Mm-hmm.
That's why it's important to just be yourself. Be authentic. Just be you.
Yeah, and again, this video is not about Tbanks himself. I don't care what he does in his daily life, but it's just more so to show you the behavioral patterns of what not to do when you're operating on the internet, especially when you're in a relationship. Black Boy Max even said, like, this wasn't even supposed to go as far as it did. It was more, just to give some context, it was like a 2-man, and this girl he was dating, the second girl, was the sister of a famous basketball player named Zach LaVine. And one thing led to the next. Instead of healing after his immediate breakup with his other girlfriend, which I'll tell you about after if you care, he didn't give himself enough time to heal. He was on dating apps. He was going to clubs and all these things with these streamers, and then did content with this girl and quickly got into a relationship with her, despite knowing what type of friend she had or what type of lifestyle she was exhibiting.
When a platform just embarrassing. It's not something that I just realized, gang. I'm 25. I've been realized it, and I
just
ended up
turned
doing it
25.
again, and now I'm just learning from it, being a better person, just taking accountability, and there's still gonna be people mad at that I take accountability for it.
It's a beard. He had a full-grown beard.
And growing from these things. That's all we really can do. Make mistakes and we try to be better the next time. Now I will say that I know everybody's waiting for the keep relationships off the internet moment, but last time I covered relationships, I told you guys that I do not think that that is the end all be all answer. Relationships can be on the internet. They can thrive on the internet, they can grow, they can be healthy. Every example that we see though is laced in toxicity. And at every step of the way, it seems as though there was toxicity in this relationship put on the forefront. Whether it was from when they got together, whether it was from the arguments in the middle or the content made in the middle, and now how we're handling the end of the Tbanks and Cameron relationship. I just challenge people, don't be so black and white as content creators and think that it's either it's on the internet or it's not on the internet, because at the end of the day, the internet isn't making your relationship unhealthy or healthy. If the cameras weren't on, Tbanks shouldn't be negging his significant other or insulting her, embarrassing her, whether, you know, the cameras are off or not. Like that just doesn't make sense. The cameras aren't making Cameron spill all the guts and all this other stuff to different people who aren't a part of the relationship. That's just her human nature, and it's nasty. Let's just be better people at the end of the day when it comes to this whole relationship stuff.
I do hear what you're saying. W.O. Meezy. Hold on. Let me pause this. I still fall under the impression that relationships should be kept off the internet, or at least at a minimal. I'm not saying like you putting your relationship out there in the public eye is necessarily bad, but when you're constantly making content revolving around it, that just opens Pandora's box, in my opinion. And it's just pattern recognition from what I've seen from other people. I've noticed like Omizi couldn't even name one relationship channel or thing that stood the test of time because all of them just are shit. So yeah, but it's a good video. Let me leave this a like, and see you guys.